Namaskaram and welcome. Today's journey is a little different. I'm not going to teach you a song. Rather than that, I thought we could do something about what's inside a song. I mean, the Raga Alapna. When we started this journey into Carnatic music about 2 years ago, one of the earlier episodes spoke about scales, different ragas and different hues. Indeed, our Carnatic music system is extremely rich because you have that many ragas which follow scales, the Medakarta scheme of things. Then you have the Shadava Audava ragas, and you have Vakra ragas. But the bottom line of all this is that each raga is like painting a picture. And however creative a person may be, each raga has certain imperatives, certain phrases which are like its stamp. And we could never pass up these phrases if we are going to sing that particular raga. The Manodharma or the creativity comes in things beyond these phrases. So I thought that maybe in this journey, the flow could take a slightly different path to the ocean of music. And we could talk about a few ragas and a few of their hallmarks. At this juncture, let me also add that the Carnatic music system, with its vast repertoire of ragas, could be broadly divided into ragas which are scale based and ragas which are absolutely non-scale based, in the sense that they are highlighted by phrases rather than the pattern, and it will be very, very difficult to kind of describe them on the basis of their scale. But anyway, in this episode, we would perhaps take three very, very important, popular, fundamental ragas, and let's see how these have got a certain core which will be present, be it a song, be it an alapana, or even a Neraval or Kalpana Swara. These phrases will appear in some form, and developing those phrases would differ from person to person. Of course, the way these phrases are delivered, the bhava, the thick and thin, those are another kettle of fish. But anyway, here let us do a few ragas and their, let me say, identifying traits, identity marks. Call them what you will. Let me start with one of my favorite ragas, which is often said to be the queen of ragas, Todi. We have all heard stories where Todi has been elaborated for 8 hours at a stretch in the past, of course. But my guru, Sri D.K. Jayaraman, specialized in singing very brief ragas, especially Todi was so beautifully sung by him. In the matter of 4 or 5 minutes, he would be able to give us the essence of Todi. Let me sing some of the phrases which are absolute imperatives to delineate the raga. The minute a person starts that, you know that 99% it is Todi. I really cannot think of any other raga where that comes. Todi. You just cannot but sing these phrases. Madani sada dani da papa dani da mama madapa gama madavara you can't not sing that. And it's very common to leave out the pa and the sa. Of course, that comes at a later stage of the raga. Let's go back. Can you imagine a todi without that? Well, these were some of the typical Todi Sancharas. This is by no means exhaustive, because to talk Todi is to talk infinity in my views. But anyway, I really cannot think of any Raga Alapana of Todi which would pass these up for something else. Let me do just one more in this video. Todi and its absolutely symmetrical counterpart, Kalyani. Just as Todi has the little swaras, Ri 1, Ga 1, Ma 1, Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Da Ni Sa. Everything is the lower one. Kalyani is the opposite. Everything is the higher. Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Da Ni Sa. Sa Re Ra Ba Ma Ga Re Sa. Kalyani, as the name suggests, is for joy, happiness. Kalyanam. Imagine Kalyani without a long drawn out ga. And just as in Todi, you do have the facility to remove the pa, sing it without pa and sa, and create a very aesthetic effect. Very common. Very common to sing a small development of da. So you see how beautifully it's going. When you sing this, you know you're going up. But in the meantime, you can also try. So you kind of develop on the da without actually developing it. There is a very large spool which develops on the knee. The minute you sing, you know that you're going to sa. Another Kalyani. And after you do the elaboration there, you can go to a step higher, re. It's very common to take 2 jumps. Typical Kalyani. And just as in Todi, ga, a very wobbly ga. Very, very popular and much loved by singers and audience alike. Now you know, and you just hope your voice is cooperating. You just have to touch the pa, okay, when you're singing Kalyani. Now you can slowly breathe easy and come down. Once again. Very, very popular from ga to hit the sa button. That gets a lot of applause, by the way. Ga re re, because it's so aesthetic. Simple. There is one Sangadi which my guru used to sing. He really enjoyed singing it and he sang it so beautifully. Nobody could possibly imitate him. But anyway, I'll tell you what he sang. When after you finish this raga, you have a roundup, a fast roundup. Etc. And the final one was you see, he is kind of twirling the swaras around without the sa, without the pa, etc. and then coming backwards too. But every swara was full of gamakas because be it Kalyani, be it Todi, these are ragas which are absolutely laden with gamakas, though the plain notes do come in for maybe effect. I don't know if you found this video useful. I hope you did. I will anyway be posting a couple more like these. Until then, thank you for watching. Namaste.